All right, y'all. I'll give y'all a couple of seconds to come on in here. Hey, Elijah. Hey, Miss In Search of Traveler. You know what, guys? Make sure you follow my girl. When I tell you she is like never in the country, she's gone more than I am. It's In Search of Traveler. Please follow her on Instagram and follow her YouTube channel as well. She's amazing. And where are you right now? Are you in the country? Because you're probably not. Hey, Alex. Ooh, gotta give a shout out to the baddest makeup artist around. Look at these eyes, y'all. Did he beat this face today or what? Make sure you guys follow him at MUA Alex, and that's ALEXX. That's 2 X's. Okay, In Search of Traveler. Where are you? You're in Mexico City. She's in Mexico City. She's never here. All right, guys, I hope you guys have your pen and paper together this week. Make sure you're taking your notes. And y'all know I had to represent today with the pearls. I had to dust the pearls off and bring them out. And look at these. Aren't these the cutest? These are by my girl, Robbie. And I want you guys to make sure you're following her. And let me give you her Instagram handle because you guys got to see this. Look, the little Eiffel Tower here. She can do anything. You guys can follow her at Robbie, which is ROBBEADZY, ARM, ARM, Candy, CANDII. Please make sure you guys follow her and support her. She's so creative. Oh my God, Michelle Obama's outfit today. What was everything? She stole the show. In Search of Traveler just asked me that. She totally stole the show today. When she walked in, I was like, clutch the pearls. She was amazing. She looked so beautiful. So beautiful. All right, y'all. So this week's topic is teaching during a pandemic. I am just waiting for my Lady of the Week educator, Stacy Thornton, to come into this Wind Down Wednesday with us. But before we begin, you guys know the drill. Make sure you have the proper libation so we can toast it up. Who do we have in here? Hey, Eric. How are you? Hi, Eric. Hey, Kara. Hey, everybody. Y'all coming on in? Hey, Kat. What's going on, my dear? How are you? I'm just waiting for your soror to get in here. I know you were just so proud today. We're gonna talk about that a little later. Hey, Stacy. All right, Stacy has just come on in here. All right, just need her to push her button so we can get her on in the wine room. Let me see if I can speed this up some and see if I can get her to join. All right, Stacy, you got to send your request so I can get you in here. Let me see if I can do this a little faster. Nope. Elijah, you have your apple juice. Good, because you're underage and you can't drink. So yeah, you should be drinking apple juice. Hey, Kalia. That's my social media manager with KSW Social Media. Let's see who else we got. We got Hush Hog is that Smell a Bear? Oh, you like the green? Yeah, I like the green too. Thank you. Hey, lady. All right, come on, Stacy. You got to push your button. Let me see if I can help you out here. Let me find you so we can get this party started. All right, I'll wave to you. Let's see if I can search for you. Miss T loves her kids. All right, okay. Now you just have to accept the request and we can get it started. There you go. Okay, but I'm only getting the top of your head, so you gotta adjust your camera down. Can you see? Can you bring it down? Hello. Let's see. Hi, Benz. 2K12. You're there, but I can only see your nose and your lips. So you have to bring your camera up so I can see your whole face.
But I can't maneuver anything.
No? Is it your phone or is it your, are you on a tripod?
I'm on my phone.
You're on your phone, okay. But is your phone on a tripod? Okay, let's try this again. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna try and see if I can get her again. Miss T. All righty, I'm sending you a request again. Hi, Callie's girl. There you go. That's a little better. Nope,
I can't see you,
you can't
Tanya.
see me
I'm
at
so
all.
sorry.
It's okay. I can see you, but I don't know where's your phone? Is it on a tripod? Is it like what do you have it up against?
It's in a tripod.
So you're gonna have to move the tripod either up or there you go. Now can you see me?
Yeah, but I can't see the full page.
It's okay. You just need my face. Can you see my face?
I can see your face.
We're good to go. I can see yours. That's all we need. Hi, Stacy.
Hello, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing well.
You look beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
All decked out in your pearls and your pink.
Yes.
We'll get into that in a minute. So thank you for joining me on this Wind Down Wednesday. You are the featured lady of the week this week. So I so appreciate you being here. I know you had a busy, busy day.
I did.
I know you did. So before we get started, I know you probably don't have your wine. You got some grape juice. What you got?
Well, I have water because I'm
That's
fasting.
fine. We just need to toast it up. Clink, 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 clink. Wonderful. Okay, so before we get started, why don't you tell everybody who you are and where you're from?
Well, my name is Stacy Thornton. I live in LA, of course, but I really hail from the great state of Texas. I've been out here for about 22 years, and I'm an educator in the Los Angeles Unified School District.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, Stacy. So not everyone has what it takes to be a teacher. Not just a teacher, but you are is it middle school?
Actually, I'm elementary.
Elementary school, right?
Yeah.
So what made you, A, want to become a teacher, and then B, an elementary school teacher at that?
You know what, Lady Tanya? I have always wanted to be an educator. Growing up, my dad was an educator. And so I grew up in the home with an educator. And I've always had an affinity for kids, teaching kids, even at a young age.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's really where my love and my passion for education came from.
Okay. Yeah. And so you talk about your passion, and part of your passion is teaching inner city children. So how fulfilling and rewarding has that been for you?
Listen, that has probably been one of the most rewarding things in my life, because to see kids start somewhere, they come from this environment where they feel like it can't get any better. And then to be this educator, I feel like God has gifted me to come in and encourage them and to let them know that, hey, you know what? There's a world out there and you can become a great part of it. And it doesn't matter where you start. It's all about where you end.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Okay, so if you had to name 5 qualities that you think makes a good teacher or a successful teacher, what would those qualities be?
5 things. You know what? I would say number 1, dedication. Number 2, compassion. Number 3, love. Number 4, patience. And the last one, focus.
Okay. Do me a favor, Stacy. Your volume is going down. Can you turn up your volume on your phone for me? There you go. Let's try that again. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Okay. I can barely hear you, but it's okay. We got this.
Oh, listen, this is too
Whatever
much
you just
going
did,
on.
that's it.
Can you hear me now?
That's better. Yep, that's a little better. Okay, so you said dedication.
I said dedication, passion, focus,
love,
patience,
and patience. You said love.
and love. Yeah.
And love. Yeah, no, most definitely. And I know teaching a bunch of 4th graders requires a lot of patience.
Yeah.
Now, I've seen a lot of your posts on Facebook where you talk about some of the children in your classroom. You've even given them like names like Jay-Z and Beyonce and all that. Can you talk about the kids that you're teaching? Just the love and the joy that you have from them. It definitely comes through on your page, but I just think it's funny all of the drama that goes on in 4th grade.
Yeah. 4th grade, they are They are some creative little people. Let me tell you something. And I watch their personalities, Tanya. And from there, it just, that's why I give them nicknames, because they
Right.
just so remind me. I mean, they are real live reality shows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I get that from the things that you post. Okay, so everybody now has had to transition from being in school to now doing it virtually. What for you has been the toughest challenge for you personally?
You know, going virtually, the toughest thing has been the kids not being able to have the equipment that they
Mm,
need. Some homes not even having Wi-Fi to be able
wow.
to do the lessons that we need. And so that's been quite a struggle.
Okay, and
Quite
so
a struggle.
how are you guys getting around that? How are you all making sure that the kids stay on task, and then two, that they have the equipment that they need to perform the task?
Well, thankfully, you know, the district, they do provide the
Okay.
iPad. So all of our kids have iPads. However, they don't provide, you know, a lot of the hot spots.
Okay.
And so a lot of the parents, Tanya, had to literally go and get, you know, the internet service.
Wow.
You know, because we found out a lot of kids were basically just using their phones.
Makes sense.
Hmm.
Yeah. So the parents had to then install
Yes.
Wi-Fi,
Yes.
right? So then now that's an extra cost, right? And so I know that a lot of you all have become psychologists. I mean, just running the gamut of being able to, handle these children during the pandemic. Do you
Mm,
see children having more anxiety now? Like, are you seeing a difference from when they were in class to now that they're home?
definitely. A
Mm.
couple of things that I've observed. First of all, a lot of things now make sense, Tanya. You know,
Mm.
sometimes when kids come to school, you don't always understand why they're angry at 8:15. Like,
Wow.
what could have possibly happened? But then when you find out that the night before they may have had to sleep in a hotel, or they didn't even have anywhere to lay their head, or they didn't even have breakfast. Those are things that now come up. And unfortunately, because we're virtual, you see their household. You see, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? You see what's going
Right.
on in their world. And your
Right.
heart just breaks.
Right.
And you know, you have students, sometimes there's 4 siblings, Tanya, at a house.
Mm.
And they may be in a 1 bedroom or a 2 bed. Where are you gonna go to focus?
Wow, Stacy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I can't even imagine. So, how are you staying emotionally fit and emotionally sane, witnessing this, and then feeling there has to be a sense of what can you do? So how are you maintaining your emotional stability?
Well, me personally, listen, I do a lot of prayer.
Yes, yes. We
Listen,
know you're a
every
praying
morning
woman.
before I head to that Zoom, I
Right.
say, Lord, you know, cover me and let me do what I'm supposed to do today.
Mm-hmm.
But it is, I'm telling you, it is something else. It is something else for these kids. And it's not easy. And to make this pivot, it's not easy at
Mm.
all.
No. Okay. And so I read somewhere that the National Education Association, which is the largest teacher union, said that 28% of teachers are now considering retirement because of COVID. Where are you in that percentage?
Well, I'm not in that percentage. I'm gonna hang on in there, uh, because I know it's only a season, but it's tough. And you know, not to mention going virtually, and then in addition to that, they'll add something else. It's almost like every week they're adding something. And you know
Who's
what? A
adding
lot of
something? The school
they're
district
they're,
or?
they're adding a program, or they're adding.
Mm,
We need you to do this. It's like they're putting the work on us more and more and more. And you know, since some teachers are just starting to feel unappreciated.
I can imagine. Yeah. It's
And
got to
so
be
they're
overwhelming.
just like, I want to get out the game. I don't
Mm,
want to do this anymore.
right.
And so I'm not there yet because again, this is my passion. And I want to push through past the pandemic.
Right.
But it's gonna take some patience because it is no joke.
Right. No, I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine when you have them in class. And typically, how many students do you have in your classroom?
I'm elementary, so I normally have anywhere between 22 and 25.
It's still a lot.
That's a
And
lot.
these are 9-year-olds, right?
9 and 10-year-olds. Yes,
Right.
ma'am.
And so at that point, you have some kind of control because they're in your classroom. And they know Miss T don't play. Right? But with them
Miss T
being
don't play.
right, but with them being at home, Stacy, how are you able to control that setting? Like what are you doing to help mitigate that?
That's funny you asked that question. At the beginning of the school year, I met with my parents and I said, listen, I know that we're in a virtual environment, but you're going to see me teach in a manner as if I was standing right in front of those kids. And honestly, sis, I handle this virtual classroom just like I would my regular classroom.
Wow. So is it still a schedule? So walk me through your day and how you're able to do that.
Okay, so we log on every morning. Class starts at 9 a.m. And so due to this pandemic, I spend the first 30 minutes addressing like social emotional, just so that I can center the kids, just to get them, because again, they're at home and there's a whole lot of stuff going on at home. So I got to be able to get them centered so that they can focus during the day. So we spend 30 minutes checking in, talking. I'm seeing how they are. And then around 9:30, from about 9:30 to 10:15, I go into my math. Then I always give them a brain break. Because
okay, you said you go into, was that math?
Math.
Math. Okay.
Because see, the thing is, being on virtual, you can't just keep the kids on for too long.
Right.
So I normally give them a 15-minute brain break. That's from about 9:30 to 10:15, I'm working on math. 10:15, 10:30, give them a brain break. 10:30 to 11:15, we go into English language arts. 11:15 to 11:30, we'll take a break. 11:30 to 11:55, we come back. They may have questions from the earlier lesson. I address those until about 11:55. From 11:55 to 12:30, that's our lunch. Wow. Come back from lunch, 12:30 to 1:15 is integrated studies. That might be a social studies lesson, a science lesson. By 1:20, between 1:20 and 1:30, class is dismissed.
Wow. That is a heck of a schedule to keep up. And not only that, their attention span.
Yes, Lord.
So do you find yourself like, because so you're able to see everyone. It's virtual. They're all on the screen. Zoom, I assume.
Yes, it's Zoom.
And so I'm sure a lot of them probably have distractions from other things that are going on in the home.
Yes.
So what are you doing, and how? Girl, I'm overwhelmed by the schedule you just told me. Let alone knowing these are 9-year-olds that you're trying to keep their attention, and there's other things that are going on in the home which are out of your control. Right. So how much of your day is spent, hey, pay attention, hey, like.
There are certain students.
Right.
Some kids are focused.
Okay.
Some kids are focused. But then there are other kids that, you know what? Sometimes I'll have to tell them, take a break, go offline, turn your camera off, come back when you feel like it. This is, again, you have to be so flexible.
Right.
Because you're not there in proximity with them. And so, now parents are listening. Now, this is what I like. I like the fact that because they're at home, their parents are listening, and I can hold them accountable. So when they're not doing something, trust me. Oh, I'm gonna let them know, and then I might even say, "Where's your daddy? Where's your mom? Bring them to the screen. Let me let them know you're not focusing."
Ooh. So I can imagine. No, this is good, because I can imagine now, because I'm sure there's always the parent that says, "Not my child." Ooh. Not my baby. Oh, not my little baby. My precious little baby. No. So now they're getting firsthand and being a witness to what you've probably been trying to tell them for the longest time, right?
Listen, these parents are getting firsthand revelation. about their child.
Right, right. No, I'm sure. Okay, Stacy. So let me switch it to the parent side. So, what advice can you give to the parents to help you in your process to help you do your job?
You know, that's the first contact that you come at. Now, for a teacher to be really, really successful in terms of making sure you provide a good relationship and a good balance,
Mm-hmm.
contact those parents. So, reaching out to my parents
Mm-hmm.
and just telling them, listen, take it one day at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Extend yourself some grace. If something is not working and you don't know how to fix the computer, if you can't get on the program, listen, log off and we'll start all over again tomorrow.
Mm.
Don't put that kind of pressure on yourself because it's already enough. And sis, unfortunately, I even have students whose parents, they are dealing with COVID. They've
Wow.
had it, they have it now. And so they're dealing with that as well.
Yeah.
And so my mantra has always been, being in this virtual environment, listen, parents, do what you can do. And whatever it is, text me, reach out to me if you're having an issue with your computer. Let me know. And hey, we'll start over tomorrow. Don't stress yourself.
Mm. Okay, and so what would you say is your biggest fear for upcoming educators, people that are new to this space? Because you've been doing this for how long, Stacy?
21 years.
So you an OG.
I'm an OG.
Right. So the newbies that are coming out, what is your concern for them as they approach this new, I won't even call it normal, this new that we're dealing with?
My fear is that they'll get in it and they won't finish it just because of what's coming at them. And I just feel like they'll abort the plan,
Right.
So when you get into teaching, you have to really know this is what you want to do. They say it all the time. You don't get into teaching for the income. You
Right.
get into teaching for the outcome.
Say that again.
You don't get into teaching for the income.
Mhm.
You get in it for the outcome.
That's powerful, Stacy.
Yeah.
That's really powerful. So what advice would you give to them? What advice would you, or what would you say to them knowing that?
I mean, I would definitely tell them that it's a tough job, but you got to have heart for it. Hang in there. It will get better.
Right.
And never ever try to be like the next teacher. Always go in. One of my mentors, I never forget, when I started 21 years ago, go in and make your own gravy. Don't try to take somebody else's gravy or do what this teacher is doing. You go in there and you do what you do.
Right.
And you cultivate the gift that God has given you.
Right. No, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
So over the course of the 21 years that you've been teaching, what has been your greatest success?
Oh my goodness. In 2020, I was recognized as one of LAUSD's Teacher of the Year.
Hold on. Let's pop the collar on that. You were what? Yes, don't skip over that.
Yes.
Yes.
Tanya, I was recognized. We have over 45,000 teachers.
That's
And
huge,
22.
Stacy. Yes.
22 of us. And I was honored and blessed to be among those 22. That was last year.
Wow. During the pandemic.
Got a proclamation from the city and actually it was 2019, 2020.
2020. Got you. Mm-hmm.
Right. And so it was just wonderful. Just a blessing. It was an honor. It really was. Got a chance to speak on different panels throughout the district. Was called to do something, in another state. So
Wow.
it really opened up some doors for me.
That's amazing. That's wonderful and very well deserved, I'm sure.
Thank you.
Very well deserved. Okay, so we just gonna switch gears a little because I gotta get to it, honey. I gotta get to it. Yes, we see you with your pink and your green on in your pearls. Yes. Okay, so let's talk about that for a minute. Stacy, What does that feel like to have the first Black female vice president, AKA, in the White House? Tell me what that feels like.
You just by you describing it like that, you already gave me major anxiety.
Right, right, right.
I'm telling you, I'm beaming with pride, sis. It is just such a wonderful feeling. And last week, she actually she took the time. Madam Vice President took the time out of her schedule. And so she had a little special Zoom for us to log in on. And it was her and her line sisters, and it was beautiful. And she just talked to us. And she just told us how appreciative she was of our support. But we are just so proud of her. Just the way she's just maintained herself through everything, because elections are ugly.
Right.
But she has truly maintained what an Alpha Kappa Alpha woman stands for. And I'm just proud. I know the people on Facebook, they probably sick of me, but
yeah, you and I have had that conversation. I said God knew what he was doing, because honey, child, be so extra right now. There's no telling as to what. Yeah, people would be really sick of me. So I love it all, though. I said celebrate it all.
yes.
And in that spirit, what does sisterhood mean to you?
Man, I'm telling you, sisterhood, and it's not just one of those, just one of those slang terms, sis, that we use. It means everything. Sisterhood is really being able to stand and back your sister up. I'm talking about whether she's right or wrong, because you know what I'm saying? Even if she's wrong, you let her know you're her sister, but you still have to let her know, listen, this is what you should have done, or there's a way of correcting. But sisterhood means everything. And it is, I'm telling you, it makes the difference.
Yeah.
To have a sister, to have a soror that you can call on and lean on. And when you're really a sister, and when you're really a part, when that thing really is in your heart, I'm telling you, your sword, they will come through for you in a minute. You'll be looking around like, well, how did y'all even know? Sometimes you ain't even the sisterhood sometimes can be so deep that they don't even have to know what's going on with you. Right. Somebody will just call you up. You good? Because we feel each other like that. And so it just means everything to me. Yeah. And I've actually been a part of this sisterhood for I'll be 22 this year in May. I'll be a member in Alpha Kappa Alpha for 22 years.
Wow, that is beautiful. No, I've seen your sisters come through for you. I've seen you post on Facebook. You might say, look, I need 30 notebooks, 10 pens, 20 erasers, whatever. And I am telling you, within a matter of minutes, we're not talking about days, hours, no, minutes. There. Your timeline is like, what you need, sis, what you need, sis. Here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go. So yes. I were witness to that sisterhood that you speak about. And you have a couple of sorors on here right now that are saying hello to you. Okay, so I have 2 questions and then I'll let you go. Or you know what, actually, let me see if anybody else has any questions too, but let me give you these 2. So I always ask, what is your favorite quote?
My favorite quote is, and I've learned this past year, that when someone shows you who they are the first time, come on,
believe them. Yes.
That right there has taught your girl a lesson or 2.
Yeah, it's a hard lesson to learn though, because you know what? When you have a giver spirit and you want to see the best in people, sometimes it's hard for us to look past that. But honey, I've gotten bitten enough to know that if it walk like a duck and quack like a duck, it's a duck.
And I remember you told me one time, you said always have compassion.
Always have compassion.
But at the same time, like you say, if it walk like a duck, quack like a duck,
it's a duck. Yeah.
It's a duck.
Because I can have compassion over there. right?
Right.
For sure. Okay, and so the best advice ever given to you?
Ooh, I truly live by this. The best advice that was ever given to me was, Stacy, don't let anybody dull your shine.
Mm.
Because let me tell you something, sis. Let me tell you this quick story. When I first moved out here from Texas, I guess I wasn't like LA girls.
Right.
I guess maybe I was a little too loud.
Oh, you know, you do have a big personality, Stacy. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but you do have a big personality, right?
I know.
Okay.
I know. And at one point in time, I was even trying to kind of suppress that thing. But you know what? I am who I am, sis.
Are who you are. Yes.
And I don't mean any harm. That's just who I am.
Yes.
And I'm not like some people that, I post who I am. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes
Right. No, you do.
Absolutely. Who you are.
Absolutely.
This is who I truly am.
Absolutely. And it's not, you're not doing it for the gram. You're not doing it for Facebook. You are who you are.
I ain't got that many followers.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Look, I tell everybody there is enough sunlight for all of us to shine. Shine on, baby. Shine. You know, because when you shine, I shine. So
that's what I'm saying.
You know, I'm like, I just want to be in proximity, you know, so I can get some of that, right?
Yeah.
But you know, not everybody, you know, thinks that way, and so be it. So just have a little bit more compassion. That's it. All right. So real quick, let me see if anybody has any questions. Get her while she's here, guys. I don't know if many of you are homeschooling. You may have a couple of questions for her, but go on and throw them at us. If not, then I am going to let Miss Stacy go. I'm calling out once. I'm calling out twice. All right, you had your turn. All right, Stacy, before we go, I always toast it out. So let's make sure toast it out.
Can you see this cute wine glass?
I can see this cute wine glass, and only you would have some fur on it, Stacy. I wouldn't expect anything less from you. So, cheers.
Cheers.
All right, girl. Love you, girl.
I have had a blast.
I have too. And if you guys want to learn more about Miss Stacy Thornton and read her impressive bio, head over to my website at heyladybytanya.com, or you can follow her because she said she needs some more followers so y'all can see all of the amazing things that she's doing at Miss T Loves Her Kids, right? Now that's a teacher who loves her kids. You named your Instagram Miss T Loves Her Kids, Stacy, really?
I'm telling you, I can't get away from it.
That's all right. You are who you are, right? Have a good one, Stacy. Thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate the invitation.
You're welcome. You're welcome. We'll talk soon.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Hey, everybody. Y'all still there? She's just incredible. So I know so many of you are having such a challenging time homeschooling, you know, but she listed her reasons as to why she does what she does. And she said, you got to have a little patience. You got to have some love. You got to have some passion for it. So I would just say to all of you that are homeschooling during this pandemic, or our teachers during this pandemic, that you all would extend a little grace, some compassion, some love, and some patience. That's it for this week's edition of Wind Down Wednesday. Please come back next week with my Wind Down Wednesday Lady of the Week, Camille Garrett, as we discuss love after divorce. Until then, guys, you guys know the drill. Being a lady never goes out of style. Bye, y'all. Oh, happy day. Aren't y'all happy? Yes, yes. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.